Welcome back to Cookies and Milk, episode 58. I'm your host, William.
I'm your host, Ben.
And we're just having generic brand cookies.
Don't have too much time this episode. So we're gonna stop at 30 minutes, regardless of how far into the conversation we are, regardless of conclusions or topics.
Oh, jeez.
Stop at exactly 30 minutes.
Of course. We're talking about tutorials today.
Yeah, we were gonna talk about tutorials, and I figured it could branch off into just the starting of a game. Oh, right, coasters. Fuck.
Yeah.
I knew we were forgetting something.
So,
Figured we could branch off to just starting games in general.
yeah.
You wanted to talk about this sort of for your podcast, but I figure it can branch out into anything. Really?
What? Oh, yeah, I get it. So, first two games. Start of Phantom Pain. Start of Phantom Pain is good.
It's a good hook.
Does he have a hook for a hand? And Start of Mass Effect 3 is very good. Because it teaches you basic combat. Gives you a nice tense feel.
It puts it all out. It's like, hey, here's what this game is.
Mm-hmm.
What's the worst start to a game you've ever had? Have you had any memorable games that you started and you were like, nope, this is bad?
What about... No, I can't think of one right now.
Black and White 2 is the only one that really sticks out to me.
Oh, yeah?
Because there's just so much fucking talking.
Yeah.
Like, that's what a lot of games sort of get me as. Like, I'm a big boy. I'm a grown-up.
Uh-huh.
I have a job and kids and a mortgage.
No?
I don't have time to be, sitting around and dealing with a lot of heavy tutorials. I gotta get back to, kid needs to go to a soccer practice or whatever. I don't have that much time, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Those kids. So when Black and White 2 starts up, and there's, it's no Pokemon... the starting of Pokemon games are always pretty boring in the first place.
Yeah.
You're doing sort of the same shit every time. It's not until you start catching Pokemon that the game's like, oh, maybe this is a little bit fun. And then you're already done, huh? It was fast. We're fucking a minute in. But Black and White 2
These cookies are so...
the most hand-holding, the most, hey, here's this, here's this, here's this. It's also, Pokemon games have the unfortunate... where I know how fucking Pokemon games work. I know how this shit goes down. I wish I could turn off the tutorial aspects of it.
Something I wish would happen in games is... I have played this game before. It's if you've played this game before, check no on the tutorial. Mario and Luigi Mario and Luigi games do this real well.
Yeah.
And it's just one of those things where it's don't make them sit through the same slock every single time. Back to Mass Effect.
That's the name of the podcast.
The title of my memoir, Back to Mass Effect. It likes to drop you in, at the deep end, real quick. Except for Andromeda. It somewhat likes to do it, but Mass Effect 1, you start out, it's a mission where it's the eyes of the council are on you, and then a simple run becomes something very different, and you get down into a world, into a planet that's just real wrecked, and you lose someone immediately, and you go from thing to thing to thing, and then you eventually just watch this giant ship just disappear into the sky, and you're left with so many answers, so many questions. And then 2 comes around, you die, you run through the Normandy that you've been playing in all through Mass Effect 1, and it is destroyed, and then you wake up in the middle of a station-wide hack, and a bunch of robots are trying to kill you. And, fuck, that's good too. And it teaches you things along the way. Dealing with crew members, using your powers, and what else you can do. And it's A-okay. Mass Effect gets the tutorial down real well. Andromeda, it's alright. It starts out you can't just get dropped into the shit. You can't be oh, out of cryo, here's my gun. I'm ready to shoot all these things. you need a bit of build up, I guess.
That's Fallout 4.
Yeah.
Out of cryo, ready to shoot all these things.
Ready to hit some cockroaches.
I'll talk about that after this, though. Fallout is going to be my next topic.
Fallout is good for tutorials. Because New Vegas is...
You're talking about it. You're stealing my topic.
You brought it up. I wanted to comment on it. But Andromeda... It's somewhat memorable. It's memorable. Going through all the things and then meeting up with your dad. Actually, it's Mass Effect 1. Think about it. You haven't played anything.
I'll listen, though.
So,
Blank face as you tell me about it.
You're traveling through a ship, and you're shooken up with a rude awakening, right?
That's true.
You are beneath someone's command. Anderson in Mass Effect 1, your dad in Mass Effect Andromeda. You come to a planet that you were expecting to be peaceful and like real good, and it is not. It is like fucking terrible, and you come across an enemy that is more than willing to attack you and stuff. And you start with your male squad mate, and then you eventually meet up with your female squad mate, and then you keep going until you meet up. No, you don't. You never meet up with Silas in Mass Effect 1. You do meet up with your dad in Andromeda, and you help him through a compound. You see Silas go through a compound. Silas dies, and then your dad dies in Mass Effect Andromeda, and then Anderson, after a lot of bureaucratic stuff on the Citadel, leaves you the mission.
Me?
Not you, because you've never played Mass Effect 1.
Damn.
I know, right? You should play Mass Effect 1. It's a good game.
I did play Mass Effect 1. Started it. Got a little bit into it.
I think you played 2.
I played 1.
I never saw you touch 1.
I definitely played it. I played 1 and 2.
I remember. You got annoyed with the Citadel, and then you stopped playing.
Oh, yeah, because the Citadel's fucking garbage.
Okay. There are signs
I'm fucking
all
around
around the
There's
Citadel.
also a map in the game. Maybe they should make that a little bit better, huh? Huh, BioWare? I was gonna say that.
Mass Effect is a canceled series.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah, it doesn't... I'm living that every day, you fucker.
I know. I wanted you to say it, so I didn't have to.
But, okay, you're cracking your bones on the podcast. You don't need to do that. In Mass Effect Andromeda, you become the face of the initiative because you're the Pathfinder. And you become the face of the humanity because you're the first human Spectre. Yeah.
Oh.
It's true.
I thought you meant... I'm blinking in and out of existence. I thought you said you become a Pathfinder and you become the first human Spectre.
No.
And I was like, wait a minute. No, that's Mass Effect 1. And then I put it back together. I was like, oh, he's talking about Mass Effect 1 and Andromeda at the same time. I'm back.
I know you are. What I want to see from a Mass Effect game is not a world-ending crisis. Like...
Animal Crossing.
No, what?
Where you have different aliens as your...
What I want to see is someone in like...
you don't want to see that?
What?
You don't want to see Animal Crossing?
I do.
Yeah, you
do. You hear about Animal Crossing mobile?
Oh no, I thought that was a Nintendo Direct.
It's coming.
Oh, it's not out yet?
No. There's a Nintendo Direct on the 24th. Are you good?
Oh, you're talking about Mass Effect 1 and Andromeda at the same time. No. Okay, I came back to it. Nintendo Direct? No, that was Shepard in Mass Effect 1.
I'm talking about Mass Effect 2 now.
Fuck.
But there's a Nintendo Direct for Animal Crossing Mobile on the 24th, I think. So that'll be fun.
It's gonna be Mass Effect, it's confirmed.
Oh, man, I really hope Nintendo works on Mass Effect for the Switch.
It was like, we're closing down BioWare.
No, BioWare is closing down now.
Is that what, now it happened?
No.
Oh.
Everyone got pissed at BioWare for being idiots. And they're like, Mass Effect is the problem, guys.
Mass Effect.
God, I hate BioWare. Because how fucking they had a good game going.
That's my favorite thing. One of my favorite jokes is like creators of things you really enjoy that you fucking hate.
Why? Why did they handle it like that? They're like, Mass Effect, we're done with the original trilogy. Let's get experimental with Mass Effect. Nothing's coming together. Should we delay the game? No. Not even 2 years on it. How about that?
I realize everything. Should we delay the game?
Let's shit out a game.
Here you go. Here's this game. Hope people don't make fun of us. Too bad.
Hope we don't lose a
like
strong IP on this. Fuck. What was I about to say? Oh, my ideal Mass Effect game now. I want to see a game where you're not the Pathfinder. You're not the first human Spectre.
You're just a dude.
You're just a person trying to make their way. I want to see the Dragon Age 2 of Mass Effect games.
That's a.
It's a tall order.
That's a bunch of words.
Okay.
In a sense,
so
together.
Anyone who's played Mass Effect and Dragon Age 2 specifically would understand what I'm saying.
I know, because those are the words you said. So if they knew what those words meant, they would put that together.
You're a poor Mass Effect person, and you live. It would be fun if you could either choose what planet you start on, but I understand that's too much.
Yeah,
that's too much to ask of BioWare. So you pick your character.
Let me shoot you a Mass Effect game.
Mm-hmm.
So you're from like a down-home little colony on some planet when all of a sudden you discover an ancient alien artifact and you're the chosen one.
Oh, no.
What do you think?
No.
Oh, sorry. Let me try it again.
You're trying again?
You're from like...
I really wish I had disheartened you with that last pitch.
You're living on a spaceship, right?
Uh-huh.
And everybody's killed but you.
Wait.
And you swear revenge.
Wait a second.
Like,
wait. You've mixed two of Shepard's backstories. The colony backstory and the spaceborne backstory, where Shepard lives on a spaceship his entire life, and one where he lives on a colony and everyone is killed.
Let me try it again.
Okay. No problem.
You're frozen in cryo.
No! That's Fallout 4!
You wake up.
Huh?
Your name is Ryder.
What?
Yeah, I remember.
Oh, take my money!
Yeah, I will.
You wanted to make it a No Man's Sky type game? That's absolutely the best.
Well, it didn't work, but I'm still gonna take
Wait,
your money.
no. You already shipped it.
I lost everything, but God forbid I'm taking your money.
But it's a game where you get to explore a breathing, like, Mass Effect city. Like, you get to choose your race. Obviously not Elcor or him. I know, dude.
Seems fucking garbage.
I know. But how would you do it?
Left hand, right hand holds the gun, left hand holds the orange.
Elcor are four-legged creatures.
Gun on top. Orange on one hand, gun on the other half.
So what, does he have an orange ass and a gun front?
That's not, I was thinking left and right.
What?
One hand is like painted orange, he's got a painted orange stripe, and the other hand is like a turret hanging off the side.
No.
This game is only playable if I'm in control. I know you think you know what a Mass Effect game is, I know you think what kind of Mass Effect game you like, but you're wrong.
My God!
PNR exclusively.
Wait, it takes away the Elcor.
If you buy the DLC, you get to play as an Elcor. First person.
How would a cover-based shooter work?
What's a cover-based shooter? This is a first-person shooter.
Oh, why would you even...
It's actually story-based, too. It's going to come out in 5 episodic parts.
Oh. Telltale's designing it, huh?
No.
Who?
I'm designing it.
Oh.
Keep up.
But you see where I'm going with this,
yeah,
right?
I see where you're going. You you can choose your... You could get any random Mass Effect follower with you, and you get Blackbeard.
No. Blackbeard doesn't have anything to do with this. Somehow he would become a space god, though.
Yeah.
Because that's how he do.
What was that bit?
What?
It's me and Blackbeard are here. You walk into Marineford, and Blackbeard kills you.
Yeah, immediately. He's a master of tactics, somehow. How? I don't know. And you just build up your team, and you build a spaceship, and you eventually get in bad with like a a big
Reaper.
not a Reaper. Smaller.
Collectors.
No, smaller.
The smallest you can think of.
Liara. Before she becomes Shadow Broker.
A job at the scrap stand.
Jabba the scrap stand.
A job at the scrap stand.
You get in trouble with a Jabba the scrap stand.
You'd say it again.
Oh.
5 times fast. I was gonna say we should do like an adventures about Mass Effect, but then I realized that like it's like you.
It's just me.
You get to run it with Cat and
It's just me and Kat.
Tori likes BioWare games, right?
No. Tori's played Dragon Age.
That's how you got it.
What? Randy's played Mass Effect, right?
I don't think so.
What?
Why would he have done that?
I thought he did. I thought I talked to him about it before.
You've talked about it.
I've talked at him
sure.
about it. No, but I think you guys... You don't like Mass Effect?
Me?
Yeah.
Myself? It's fine.
Excuse you.
It's fine.
You've been able to sit through me gushing about Mass Effect.
That's because we have a podcast together.
No. Before that. I talked about Mass Effect a lot before the podcast.
I mean, like, that's just because we're friends.
I'm just regurgitating all the things I've ever said to you about Mass Effect on the podcast.
Yeah, now we have a podcast and you can tell everybody about it.
I can say it again. I like talking about this stuff.
I know.
But I could do that.
I know you could. We should put it
I could do it!
You can't do it.
What are you
too invested. I'm running it.
Oh, that would be
You guys
hell.
can only play as Han Arnell.
Oh!
I'm mad at, like, us for doing this. We're doing the, I do sort of want to throw together an adventures for Mass Effect because we can. Like, it's
it'd be
easy.
so good.
And we can just do that as a doc.
Wouldn't you love to have your own ship?
No, that's my least favorite part.
What?
Yeah, I mean, like, it's the most boring, like, monotonous part of the adventure.
Oh.
Like, it'd be cool, like, exploring my own ship, but the process of getting and maintaining a ship is, like, plus it's just gonna die.
I think that's so fun. I think that's so fun. But, like, imagine, like, you need this and this and this to build up your ship. And, like, you see it coming along pretty well.
Here's the thing. It's really fun in video games. It's really bad in Dungeons & Dragons.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because it's like...
It's hard to imagine it.
When you're, like, writing all the math down and you're not having a program do it for you, it's like...
Let me tell you about a Dungeons & Dragons experience I just had. So, we were teleported into a bay, right? And we were charged a fee. No, so our other wizard had this pin on him that when he uses it, it creates a 60-foot long oak tree.
Of course.
And he did that so we could stay afloat. And they're like, what the people that owned the bay, the city, is like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You gotta pay us to store this thing. And it's like, and then we went around the city and then talked to the baymaster. And it's like, so I could get this out. I could start processing the wood.
Make it into a boat.
Not make it into a boat.
Make it a canoe.
And like start selling things, and you'd get money back for it. So you'd get like 30 gold a week for like a bunch of weeks. But like that's not enough to support a party of 4.
Sure.
And so our DM was like, I had to find the price and weight of wood that was not listed in Dungeons and Dragons.
Of course it wasn't listed.
No, you don't understand. Like wool and rope have like monetary funds in Dungeons and Dragons.
God, we should do that for adventures. Actually,
monetary things like
just mark down like the going prices.
It would be good
because we do that so often.
I'm going to tell you. I'm going to let you peek behind the curtain for a second.
Sure.
There are price zones.
Different things cost different amounts.
In Terraria.
Yeah.
So, is this a good thing to talk about on the podcast?
We can talk about it. I mean, like,
okay.
So just talking about I guess it's video games. It's not video games.
Copper
anymore.
zones.
Sure.
Is Kotuo, Safan, and Kotuo and Safan. Copper silver zones is Gronson. No currency zones is Krona. Gold zone is Otogen.
Like, don't get me wrong, I like the idea of, like, having different, things have different value in different places, because obviously that's how things work.
Yeah.
It's how everything works. It just doesn't make as much sense to me that an inn at a port town costs less than a inn someplace else.
Well, think about the quality of living.
I mean, that's true also. It's also makes trading, like, fucking hell to do.
So, I mean, people would have going rates, and you'd have to accept that.
Yeah.
Like, if a merchant, like, but that's the thing. It's all traded through Dench. Dench is a solid silver city.
Yeah,
you don't see Gronson trading with Koto. You see Koto trading with Dench, and Dench trading with Gronson. And stuff like that.
Dench is the wrench that holds it all together.
Yeah.
I do think it wouldn't hurt to just, at the very end of the Adventures Guide, it's like, hey, here's how prices work. So we have the 100 copper to the 100 silver to the 100 gold, which I'm not a huge fan of.
Okay,
Like,
so I realize
I've grown out of love of that.
I found something.
Sure.
10 silver in Dungeons and Dragons is 1 gold.
That seems more reasonable.
So do you want to do 10 silver is 1 gold?
I was thinking maybe 10 copper is a silver. If we have copper at all, I'm considering cutting copper out of the game.
Well, I like copper.
Like, it's a fun little thing to do, but like,
You want to just have 10 copper
I think 10 copper is fine.
to 1 silver?
10 copper to 1
How
silver.
about 50 copper to 1 silver?
Yeah, I guess it's fine.
This is not a topic to be having.
This is not. It's like a weird outside thing. Fallout.
Tutorials.
So obviously, Fallout New Vegas is really good. This is not a question. I know Fallout New Vegas is good. Like, nobody needs to tell the internet that Fallout New Vegas is good. Fallout 3 has a tutorial that's fun exactly once.
Yeah.
Maybe twice. Maybe the second time you can like, oh, now I'm going to do all the jerk options.
Yeah. But then
but-
you feel bad for killing Butch's mom.
But the third time you're like, oh,
It's
absolutely
tiresome.
fuck not. So you have a save point at the very end of the vault if you're ever going to start the game again.
But like, then you'd be the same character who's made the same choices.
made the
You
same
can never
choices.
decide to do something different with
And you
Butch's
did your-
mom.
Yeah.
Or Ada's.
Just say Butch's mom. Just save her.
Yeah. Or the overseer. Like,
Oh, right, yeah.
there's a lot of things to do with that. Even though, like, it doesn't matter if you don't go back there.
Yeah.
Like,
That is one of the best parts of Fallout 3 is going back to the vault.
okay.
It's just true.
I lost all the luster for Fallout 3 after watching the H-Bomber guy.
Did you do an analysis of Fallout 3?
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I haven't watched that one. New Vegas is obviously the best one because it's BAP and you're in it. And
Yeah.
you're in the game. Like, you have a talk with the one guy about all your brain stuff and everything, and then you're just out on the world, and you can do whatever you want immediately.
Yeah. The game's hard, but... Yeah.
I mean, like, it's tough to do those things, and you should do this stuff in the time to get started, but if you know what you're doing, you can just off to the races.
Yeah.
And your choices aren't gonna, like, change that
But
much.
then you
just...
feel bad for not helping them.
I know. I mean,
That's just how that works.
Fallout New Vegas is good. Like, it's good because it's got all that stuff in it. And then Fallout 4, again, fun the first time. Like, when you start it up, you're like, and
It's a real cinematic experience.
even, so in terms of starting out the game, Fallout New Vegas is the best one, then 3, then 4. Because, don't get me wrong, I like 4, but it's so goddamn straightforward.
It's kind of empty, too.
And it's like, it's literally like, I don't even know why it lets you walk around, since it's just go this way. If you don't go that way, you just die. It's just like, then I get to control the game and move the stuff and interact with things. Like, I get it's a fun little thing. I allocate my special points, whatever.
Yeah.
But then it's just like everything. It's just, you just walk. And then you do the thing, and then you watch the thing, and then you do the thing, and then you're in the thing.
Yeah.
And then you gotta go through all the
Let me tell you, going through Kellogg's Memories, so monotonous.
Yeah.
I was tired of it during the first run-through.
Yeah, it was definitely something that happened.
Yeah. It's... Part of it is interesting, because you can see sections of the world.
Yeah.
Like, you can see the Golden Gate Bridge in one of his memories, and that's fun to think. Like, oh, man, wouldn't it be fun to go to San Francisco once? Like, yeah, let's go there. It's like, but... Wait, what else is in San Francisco other than the Golden Gate Bridge?
Yeah, what's going on here?
Alcatraz? Is Alcatraz in San Francisco?
I think it's off to the side of...
Oh, then fuck, what... Fallout? Get on that.
I mean, we're getting Fallout New Orleans first.
Are we?
I mean, hypothetically, that one got copyrighted.
Okay.
Um,
Can Obsidian develop...
that's Obsidian. That's an Obsidian one.
Is it?
I think it's supposed to be an Obsidian Fallout game.
Oh, yes!
Yeah, that's the implication that Obsidian is going to be making Fallout New Orleans. It's going to be...
Oh, because the guy was... Someone tweeted a picture of him hugging the Vault Boy.
Oh, is that the...
Pip-Boy.
Sure.
It was one of the writers for Obsidian. And I think that's what it is.
There was also like a copyright. I'm not entirely sure about all these things. Maybe I'm gonna get people's hopes up.
Yeah, but who would follow what you have to say about rumors? It's like we have no credibility. We talk about Mass Effect for we've talked about Mass Effect for like 10 episodes. 25 minutes?
Okay, cool. We got 5 more minutes.
You spent only 25 minutes talking about this?
Yeah, it sounds right.
But yeah, 25... we've talked about hating Liara.
Thinking that Halo 4 is the best Halo game.
Yeah, we don't have the most popular of opinions. We're not hip on the beat.
No Man's Sky, the best game of 2016.
No. Please. We know what the fuck we're thinking. I hated that game.
I didn't play it.
Playing the game, I'm so annoyed that I played that game. I can never get those thoughts of loneliness out of my fucking mind. Just sitting at a port doing fuck all.
No. Wait, what is this? What, January 19th, 2017, Obsidian shuts down Fallout New Orleans Hope in favor of Pillars of Eternity 2.
No! I didn't play that game fully. I started and my laptop broke and I didn't care.
No. But then in January 27th, 2017, there was like, there's a video.
What?
Oh, there's Project Louisiana that Obsidian was working on, but apparently it was Pillars of Eternity 2, not Fallout New Orleans.
What? They titled Pillars of Eternity 2 Project Louisiana? Fucking, that's the biggest tease I've ever heard of. God. I need a new computer. I need to get Steam back in my wheelhouse.
Hey.
What? No.
No
one's gonna get that joke.
I did.
Unless they watch Funhouse.
That's true.
Well, that's disheartening. No Fallout no new Fallout Obsidian.
I mean, as of yet. Fallout 4, Fallout 4 sold good.
Yeah.
Oh, we're getting Fallout Online. That's actually what we're getting.
No!
Speaking of shitty fucking tutorials, Elder Scrolls Online.
Ooh. No. Expanded to
Elder Scrolls period?
MMOs.
Oh, MMOs, yeah.
MMOs that are like, you're the chosen one. You are the person that'll bring back the light. And then you look over your shoulder like,
Infinity people.
You're the person. You're the chosen one. Oh, that guy too?
What's he doing here? He's also the chosen one. Shit, both of us.
Okay, let me fight this dragon 10 times.
Which Elder Scrolls had the best intro? How was Morrowind's? You played Morrowind.
You get off a boat, you go through...
Oh yeah, because you can speedrun the game.
You go through customs, and that's it. You choose that, and you get a letter to deliver, but that's it. You're just dropped into the world. Oblivion's is... because you have to go through a large dungeon. Skyrim is alright. It's kind of short.
It's iffy. It's like we played a thing. We recorded a video and it's longish.
Yeah, it's actually... Okay, the starting is very long.
It's also linear as fuck.
That's why there's mods.
To skip it.
Are there mods for that in... Can you download those mods onto Xbox One and PS4?
Probably. Xbox One at least.
Well, PS4 can have the lightest of mods. Actually, check that. PS4 Skyrim, what mods can you get? Or was it mod support is canceled on PS4?
I think it was. Mod support's canceled on PS4. Skyrim... What are we at? Oh no.
We have 30 seconds left.
No.
Oh, we gotta do the outro.
Oh god, what did you think of the cookies?
They were alright. They were generic and store brand.
There's an article called Best Skyrim Mods for PS4. They were fine. I like the milk.
Of course.
I've in your house bed. It looks like Skyrim goes to special edition. PS4 caused some problems for Sony. Initially didn't want to support Skyrims, but reverse course, albeit some creative blunders. Here's the best Skyrim mods for PS4, so it does exist.
So there are mods for PS4?
There are mods for PS4.
I've been your host, William. Remember to like, comment, subscribe.
Share it.
Share it.
On the next episode.